All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Memphis Egyptians and the Toronto Thunderbirds. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go! Let's go! Ready. White 25. White. Watch the back.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. On second down, a run with Breida. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now whistles here, and we've got a man down. Man down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give him 7 there on the first down carry. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They go play action. Winston sliding out of the pocket. Now he'll let it go deep right side. That one will be incomplete. He caught it but could not stay in bounds for the long connection.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
White. Slow. Hey.
3rd and short yardage. Winston eluding the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
At their own 15-yard line.
Let's go. 60 or. Right. All day. Hey, box truck. Get it.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. We were just talking about him pregame. 3 tackles for a loss last week. You thought he looked so explosive on film. Starting off good there. Another one in the first quarter.
He's every bit of what you described. And I don't want to make it too simplistic, but right now for him, it's
and got his man complete. The 20, 10, touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 88 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Go, let's go.
His guys take over first and 10.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Now Winston. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. DK Metcalf hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
They'll take over first down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready, set.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A gain of 13. It's a first down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1. But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Hollis into a double team, and it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
Following the interception, Winston. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And he's got this down to the 35. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
A first down throw for Winston. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. 15 yards through the air and a first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now it's Breida, and he'll get this down only to the 18. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
They run with Breida, and they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets them up now 1st and goal. Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. 7-7, our score after one.
Ready? Flag. What is that? Green, trouble thing.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Here we go again. Take four. Take four. Switch. Switch.
Let me go.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a second and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal. Now a give coming right is Breida. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Third and goal, Winston. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
And Gonzalez puts this one through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Go.
On second down, it's Coleman. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Third down.
Ten Lobo.
Mike. That's right, baby. They don't want it.
Check 61. Matchbox lights. Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6. Now.
To throw on third down, Hollis. And he fires one that's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Winston now to throw on first down. This is caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up first and goal. They'll try to run with Breida. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Brings up second and goal at the 4-yard line.
Even.
Crash.
Second down and goal. Winston toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Cooper Kupp was his intended target, but now it's third and goal.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Noah Spence. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
A 26-yard attempt.
And the kick by Gonzalez is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
They'll take over first down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
On the ready.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Coach Stein, defense. Let's go, let's go. And we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
2nd and 6. That's complete to Taywan Taylor. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Let's go, let's go.
Hey, exit.
Mike, 53. Mike.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Come on now, let's go.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. They'll run with Coleman on first down. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Come on, set. 10-2 stop. Go. Pilot, 64, weak. Hey, Delta. And
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
yeah, that's what I do. Check. Big river.
To throw on second down. Hollis looking here for Smith downfield. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in
Season of
December,
giving.
right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
First down, Winston. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And a nice gain at 21 yards. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Winston now. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And incomplete. An excellent play downfield. Should have been picked off, really. But 2nd down instead.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. And he'll give it here to his running back. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
On 3rd down, Winston escaping the pressure right. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. On 1st and 10, Winston. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
Switch, switch, switch.
Green, triple team.
Pause, pause. Mike 52.
Let him go.
Jameis now on first down. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. It's a gain of 20 as we wind down near 20 seconds left in the quarter.
That's another Toronto first down.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, second and goal.
Let's go, Sonny. Flip, 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 flip.
Let's go. Five on.
They'll throw again. Winston. And it's caught. Touchdown. Miles Boykin in the final seconds of the first half. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And the lead now stands at 13. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
Let's go, baby.
They'll take over first down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows?
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Kevin King with a pick. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. And they will take a knee here. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
It's got to the point where we see guys like that make that type of a catch. Not fair goes through my brain. That size, that speed, and now they're acting like wide receivers, too.
Yeah, tight end one-handed catches. They're kind of like wide receiver one-handed catches nowadays.
Just not right.
7 yards there on the first down screen play. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Safety's creeping.
61, matchbox lights. Say go.
They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Back to throw. Hollis got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's the 2nd and 7. Deep ball for Goodwin. And now here's another interception. Kevin King with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. And an alley to run. He's at the 50. The 30. Past the 20. Touchdown. A great play there. 85 yards. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Second half, no matter what, whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever, this was a big score to start the second half.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Let's go. First down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you.
He's got a man, complete, 20. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. Marquise Goodwin, 75 yards. And his guys are able to close that gap just a bit. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Let's go, let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Back, hey, slow.
Undercut.
Rest. Follow.
Zoom.
Throwing, Winston. Well, that'll be caught by Cup. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, and he will take it in for the touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now in the ball game for Jameis Winston, and his guys are going to add on to their lead. Boy, the action just coming fast and furious right now. If you got up to go get a drink from the fridge, you picked the wrong time. 2 long touchdowns.
Yeah, and that's how you answer a one-play drive, with a one-play drive of your own. And you're exactly right. If you step away from the action, my dad took me to a Major League Baseball game when I was 8. I needed to go to the bathroom. Of course, while we're in the bathroom, grand slam home run.
Well, it tends to happen that way, doesn't it?
Yeah, my dad still hasn't forgiven me.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. 2nd and 10. This complete to the former Longhorn Marcus Johnson. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Let's go. You ready?
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, box drop, box drop.
First down, Egyptians.
Watch the shift. Look at me. Door.
Operating from the gun, Hollis. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Hollis. He finds his man Johnson. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Hollis. And my goodness, another interception. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And this will be a touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Gonzalez now to add the extra point. And that will bump the lead up to 26. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. They'll take over 1st down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And fresh off the pick 6. They've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin, and that'll bring up 2nd down. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Hollis. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
Set. 60 out, more.
53.
Hey, exit.
Throwing on first down. Hollis. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. Back to throw. Hollis. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. Second and goal. Welcome back to Toronto. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. Second and goal. Second and 4. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And his guys are able to cut into that deficit. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is, his first miss, no good. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the hands team does its job. They're able to secure it. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one good for 16 as the drive continues.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
They'll run on first down. It's Bird. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
To throw on second and 6, Winston. He'll get this into the hands of Bird. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
Ready, white 25.
Check 55, Mike.
Don't get nervous. Let's go.
On 3rd down, Bird. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Let's go. Do it.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Mike 53. Come to one.
On 1st and 10, Hollis trying to lay one up deep. And that's caught inside the 30. And touchdown. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And his guys are able to close that gap just a bit. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And he will take this one all the way back inside the 35-yard line.
But when the highlight is shown of this play, all attention is going to be on the person running with the football. But how about the group as a whole, setting up that big-time return, yardage that we won't even account for in the box score, may help them win the game.
Winston. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Now Winston. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. The offense on 3rd down, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. They run again with Breida. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Now here's a timeout coming on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Gonzalez's kick is good. And that lead will move from 20 up now to 23. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
They'll take over 1st down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Hey, me and you all day.
Hey, Alpha.
On 1st down, Hollis. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
53 to Mike. 53. Check 50. Go. Come on, dude.
Ready?
To throw again. Hollis completes it to Coleman. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Hollis. This one complete to Coleman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Throwing on 1st down. Hollis. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
On the ball.
53 to Mike. 53. Check 53.
Throwing again. Hollis going for the deep ball. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, Hollis. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the 1st down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. And now here is another interception. Sua Cravens with a pick. Through an opening, and there he goes. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. They'll take over first down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, Coach, what do you want to call? He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now a desperation throw deep down. And my goodness, another interception. Kevin King with a pick, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. And give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the 3rd time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football. If you go all the way back to 1960, 12 times before that, there have been guys who've gotten 4 interceptions or more in a game. I mean, most recently, since 2000, Delta O'Neal and D'Angelo Hall.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
At the 30-yard line.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game.
Green, triple T. 5 on the 50. 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 Fresno. Let's go.
Winston here to throw. He'll get this one to Cup, complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the home team here, they continue to keep pace for that first-round bye as they move to 11-1. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for our visitors, this could hurt in the race for home field advantage as they drop to 10-2 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.